We say no! The WHO! We say no! The WHO!
Ezra Levant here for Rebel News. Last night we were at a staging area just across the border in France. About 100 people had gathered there who had been making their way towards Geneva in cars and vans. No convoy-style trucks like Canada, but they were certainly inspired by the Canadian convoy. They even had a flag given to them by Canadian truckers. Well, here we are the next morning. The weather is perfect. And we're outside the United Nations office. And there's a real protest going on with real activists from every background. What's funny is I consider myself conservative. You could even say, well, yes.
Straight away from Portugal, mate.
From Portugal.
From Lisbon, yeah.
Wow.
We have the change together.
Outstanding. Nice to meet you. Thanks
Nice
for
to
saying
meet you.
hello. Right on. A very warm welcome, as you can see, for Rebel News, but for a whole diversity of people here. Like I say, I consider myself conservative. Many people here would be on the left side of the spectrum. What would unite conservatives, leftists, libertarians? Well, everyone's concerned about a globalist authority that would command you to be locked down, jabbed up, and all the things we all went through in COVID-19. See, you and I thought COVID-19 was a disaster, a fiasco, a bonfire of civil liberties, an economic setback, and many other atrocious things. But the people in that United Nations headquarters saw it as the time of their lives and an opportunity. So what they're doing is they're trying to come to terms with a global pandemic treaty so that the next time another COVID-19 escapes from a lab or is concocted or is press released, they'll move immediately. They'll move vigorously, and they'll move in total unanimity. That's the thing about globalism. People always say, well, what does globalism mean? Why should I be upset about it? What it means is there are no longer 200 different countries in the world with 200 legislatures and 200 little democracies. There's one globalist decision maker, and you're not invited. That's globalism in action, and that's the pandemic treaty. It's still an hour away from the official protest, but as you can see, the crowd is growing. It's boisterous. I thought that was fun. Normally, people with signs like that are a little bit Antifa, but here they were grassroots folks. You saw that one fella introducing himself from Lisbon, Portugal. We met people from Germany, from the Netherlands, from the United Kingdom, from France, from Switzerland, of course, and other countries converging here. I don't know what the turnout will be. How will I know until I see it? Earlier I said there were people here from the center, the left, and the right, and obviously there's no one here from the authoritarian left. They're fully into global lockdowns. I mean, they don't even pretend to care about liberty. But there is sort of a bit of a hippie vibe, as well as a right-wing vibe, a libertarian vibe, a sovereignty vibe. There's lots of, it's a coalition, that's for sure. And I'm just thinking about the look of the protest. It looks a little lefty, doesn't it? And I don't know if you could hear that song in the background, We Are the World, which was sort of a utopian song in the 80s by all the pop stars. It was called USA for Africa, if I recall, which was sort of, I wouldn't call it right-wing at all. I would call it sort of do-gooder. So you've got an interesting mix here, and it's pretty fun. Conservatives typically don't have protests of this sort. I mean, the only conservative I know that gets big rallies is Donald Trump. But here you have an interesting mix, and like I say, we're still about an hour away from showtime, so I can imagine the numbers here will grow. They're putting the final touches on the stage where speakers will be.
We say no! The WHO! 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 We say no!
There's some fun homemade signs here. Often the corporate left, the Soros left, has prefab, pre-written signs. Here there's some homemade stuff. There's a fellow with a sign that says Organisation Mafieuse de la Santé, World Health Organization in French is OMS, Organization, I forget what the translation is. So he's just making a joke that it's actually the mafia. And there's something to be said about that. You came over and said hello. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, I am a musician, first of all. But I am concerned since I am 77. So since my 18 years old, I am working for helping and protecting the new generation.
And why do you think young people need to be protected against the World Health Organization?
But it's awful. I mean, gradually they came. We didn't know, but we know the censorship. We knew that from the 70s. So we were already aware of the problem. So we fight everywhere if we can. Then after I travel a lot. I lived in Argentina, I lived in India, I lived many places. But every time I was looking for the how do you say that? The well-being of human being, and not to agree that we become slave. What the WHO is doing is just to enslave us and to remove all our capacity of being an adult, who can decide from himself what is good or not.
And what would you say to those who would argue, well, people don't know what's best for them, especially when it comes to complicated things like pandemics?
It's unbearable. I cannot. Every information you can access to every information today. For me, it's a betrayal of intellectual betrayal, because everybody should have the responsibility to know what kind of world we are living in.
Well, some people like having a boss. I see some people to this day wearing masks.
Yes.
They love it.
No, but they have been indoctrinated. They don't know what they are doing. They are like a child. They don't behave as an adult person. That's why. And you know exactly why, because
what are those drums about, those bells?
From every manifestation, they come. It's a central of Switzerland. And this is for the freedom of Switzerland and freedom for humans.
Is that a traditional Swiss thing to ring those bells?
Yes, exactly.
It go back centuries, perhaps?
Oh, yes, but that you can see in the countryside from the car. They were in the car, so they took that as a symbol of Switzerland.
I don't know if you can see that flag over there. It says anti-globalist. It's in the style of the Antifa flag. Obviously a response, a rebuttal, a contrary point of view to the Antifa flag. I love it. Another flag, Stop the WHO, that's World Health Organization. Gavi, that's the global vaccine consortium run and funded by the Bill Gates Foundation. WEF, obviously the World Economic Forum. There's some quality work here. That's a beautiful produced vinyl flag. There's some other, you would need to be a vexillologist to know all the flags here. Most of them are brought by people from their home country. We've seen people from Portugal. Someone introduced himself to me from Sicily. So there's a lot of just national flags here too. I saw one Gaza flag, but I also see this, for example, a shirt in support of one of the Jewish hostages held by Hamas. But really, this is not about Ukraine, Israel, Russia, or anything like that. This is about the World Economic Forum foisting itself on all people of the world, regardless of political stripe. I am going to see who these guys are. Hi, I just want to say hello. How do you do? What's your name? Are you Rosemary? Nice to see you. And who are you lads with the shirts? I'm Ezra.
This is a friend of ours, and we just want to get her out and not forgetting her. But we totally support what's going on here. We are from Switzerland, both of us, and he has been helping the Israeli soldiers next to Gaza the last 3 months.
What's your name?
How he got to meet them.
Matti.
Matthew, how do you do? Well, I'm glad you're wearing those. I'm from Canada, and
welcome here.
thanks very much. So I just wanted to come over and say hello because I saw that, and of course I recognized that picture from the hostages. So
Thank you for coming from Canada to Switzerland to support what we do here. Thank you for shouting what's really going on. It needs to be in the media, so I hope the Swiss media, the European and the world media picks this all up. And so thank you for coming and taking all standing with us road to Geneva.
right on. Well, we're enjoying it. In Canada, we have similar issues, so we were excited when we heard about this. It's good to meet you guys.
Awesome, thank you.
Thanks
Thank you very much.
Cheers. Geneva is a pretty far journey. There's no direct flights from Canada, so we had to sort of hop, skip, and jump our way here. We're staying economy class, but between the two of us, the flights and the hotel will add up to more than $2,500. If you can help me cover the cost of that at nopandemictreaty.com, I'd be grateful. I'll give you as many updates as I can. We're going to try and jam in as many interviews and as much coverage as we can in 2 days, and we'll be back in Canada to ring the alarm bells. Visit nopandemictreaty.com.